evening and welcome to the Bethlehem Broadcasting Company for a very special show.
As you can see tonight, we've decided to swap the comfort of our regular studio for this lowly stable here in the middle of Bethlehem.
That's right, because not long ago, something happened right here on this very spot, which will change all our lives forever.
Who can forget the miraculous events when Jesus was born in this very stable?
Tonight, we'll remind you of the events of that wonderful night.
And to help us celebrate his birth and hope and love that he brings, we are joined by an exciting lineup of celebrities all ready to dance for us. But first, 3 people who are dancers must impress this evening. Let's meet the judges!
She carried the whole show, or at least she carried Mary all the way to the stable. It's the donkey! No stranger to a full house. She's a hostess with the mostess. Please welcome the innkeeper's wife. And finally, some say he's more senseless than sense. The Roman everyone loves to hate. It's Caesar Augustus.
Well, it may be cold outside, but in here it's time to turn up the heat and go dancing.
So please put your hands together for the story that'll make history.
The one we'll all be talking about for thousands of years to come.
Make some noise and raise the roof for the stars of light. Camel.
Action!
Story right back to the beginning and talk to the townsfolk of Nazareth.
It's been an incredible time for us all. But just in case anyone out there has been asleep, can you remind us of how it all began?
I remember it as if it were yesterday. We were all minding our own business and Caesar over there signed one of his famous decrees.
Well, we all know about those, don't we?
And what did it say?
We were all told that we had to travel to the place of our birth to register for our census. Isn't that right?
That's right, to the place of our birth.
Of course, he couldn't have been born just down the road, could he? Oh no, 168 miles we had to travel. 168 miles. It plays havoc with my bunions, I can tell you.
168 miles? Wow, that's a long journey.
It was, and it wasn't easy either. There were all sorts of people on the road, all walks of life.
I saw one woman who was heavily pregnant. I remember saying to my husband, I wouldn't like to be traveling all that way expecting a baby. Isn't that what I said?
You did. You said, I wouldn't like to be traveling all that way expecting a baby.
Well, I hope your feet have recovered because it's time for you and all your friends to dance for the judges.
Dancing a line dance, the people of Nazareth.
Fantastic dancing. Well done, the townsfolk of Nazareth.
But it doesn't matter what we think. Let's find how it went down with our judges.
Innkeeper's wife, what an opener to the show.
I love the way you all moved together so well. A great dance to open the celebration.
Donkey, what did you think?
Well, you all had great rhythm, and I loved the sharpness of your footwork.
And Caesar, can you tell us what you thought?
Well, darlings, it was controlled. Your moves were together, and it worked well as an ensemble performance. I thought it was terrific.
Fantastic. Well, even though we're just going for fun this evening, let's hope the marks for our first set of scores are good ones.
Judges, can we have your scores, please?
7.
8.
Yay! 9. Yay!
Well, we're very lucky to have in the audience 2 very special guests.
They were on that long journey to Bethlehem.
And of course, our story properly begins with them.
Would you all please welcome Joseph and his beautiful wife, Mary.
Joseph, welcome. Mary, you're looking wonderful.
It's been an extraordinary time for you, hasn't it?
Yes, it has. It all started when Gabriel, the angel, came to visit me and told me I have been chosen to carry God's son.
That must have been a shock for both of you.
It was. I mean, I'm just an ordinary girl, but to be chosen for something like that, well, it's amazing.
As we all know, you were both on that journey from Nazareth to Bethlehem.
And of course, you were heavily pregnant by then, weren't you, Mary?
That's right. I was due any day, but we just didn't really have a choice.
When Caesar decrees something, you just have to get on and do it, don't you?
Well, you're both looking very fresh now. Not too many sleepless nights up with your baby, I hope.
Oh no, he's very good anyway.
Mary and Joseph, it's been great talking to you, and we'll see you a little later on.
But now, on with the show.
Next up, we have a triple act for you.
That's right, all the way from the east, please welcome the camels.
I know you've traveled a long way to be here tonight, but it's not the first time you've made this journey, is it?
It certainly isn't.
I remember when we were relaxing in the desert, when we were approached by three important-looking men.
They told us that they were very important. They told us that they were very wise and had read a prophecy that our king will be born soon.
They wanted to worship him and said that the brightest star in the sky would lead them.
They brought gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh to give to the newborn king, so they asked if we'd mind if they rode us.
It all sounded very exciting, and to be honest, the desert was getting boring, so we thought, why not?
Well, we have a little surprise for you this evening.
You've not seen each other since the epic journey a while ago.
Say hello to your old friends, the three wise men!
Dancing the camel funk, the camels and the wise men.
We can keep us cool in the heat of the day. We're funky camels, they're funky camels. Get lost in the dunes and we'll still find our way. We're funky camels, we're funky camels. F-U-N-Y, oh yeah, we got the funk. F-U-N-Y, oh yeah, we got the funk. Get funky.
I enjoyed that. We were all grooving away over here, weren't we?
We certainly were.
But it's not what we think that counts. It's over to our judges.
I thought it was appalling. You were all over the place, darlings. Legs, humps, hooves, flying around with no sense of timing whatsoever.
Oh dear.
That's a bit harsh, isn't it, Caesar?
Donkey, what did you think?
He's always so miserable. I loved it. This dance is all about having a good time, and you suddenly put the fun into funk.
That's more like it. Innkeeper's wife, what did you think?
I agree with Donkey. It was fun, fresh, and funky.
Judges, could we have your scores, please?
3!
9.
As we all know, the action wasn't just happening on the road that night.
Certainly not.
High up in the hills, some shepherds were minding their own business, watching their sheep happily grazing.
All was quiet, when suddenly the sky was filled with angels, singing, and happily for us, dancing.
And we're delighted that they've agreed to perform that dance again for us this evening.
Ballet dancing for us, a host of heavenly angels.
Absolutely magical. Surely our judges must have been impressed by that.
Caesar, what did you think?
Well, for once, I was almost speechless. It was completely captivating and it flowed beautifully. I loved the extension in the arms and the footwork was wonderful. You all look gorgeous.
Well, you don't often get praise like that from Caesar.
Innkeeper's wife, what did you think?
I agree. For me, ballet is a dance in its most beautiful form, and I've never seen it more elegantly performed.
And Donkey?
There's only one word for it.
Heavenly.
Wow, that's great.
Judges, could we have your scores, please?
10.
10.
Thank you so much. The angels, everybody.
Of course, the angels weren't just dancing for fun that night.
No, indeed, they had a very important message to deliver.
Yes, and who better to tell us all about that message than the very shepherds who were watching the angels sing?
Tell us a little bit about what happened that night.
Well, we were sitting on the hillside watching our flock. Pretty much normal evening, really.
I see. But something out of the ordinary happened that particular night, didn't it?
When all of a sudden the sky was filled with the most amazing light. Angels everywhere singing. It was amazing.
And what were they saying?
They were telling us to travel to Bethlehem where we find the Son of God laying in a manger.
We weren't sure at first, to be honest. But the angels were quite persuasive.
So we checked with the sheep okay, then we set it off for Bethlehem.
What an incredible experience.
And let's hope we could persuade you to dance for us tonight.
Dancing. The shepherds, hey. The shepherds and their sheep.
Born to dusk our watch we keep, setting our flock of precious sheep. Near or far they love to roam, and one by one we count them home. A shepherd's work is never done, while naughty sheep are having fun. High and low we love to roam.
much, shepherds. Let's go straight to the judges.
Donkey, can we start with you?
Well, you weren't the most elegant dancers we've seen this evening, but that was a lot of fun, and I liked it.
Caesar, dare we ask what you thought?
What can I say? You looked a bit out of your comfort zones today. Awkward and clumsy. Don't give up your day jobs.
Oh. Oh dear. And do you agree with that innkeeper's wife?
I certainly do not. I think it has a real rustic charm.
It's time for the scores.
Judges, can we have your scores, please?
4.
10. Yeah! 8.
Our next dancer, a mere celebrity, does not do her justice.
To say she is famous is an understatement.
To describe her as a star is, well, she is literally a star.
That's right. Please give a warm welcome to the Star of Bethlehem.
So, Star, could you shed some light on your part of the story?
It was my job to guide the wise men to the place where baby Jesus was to be born.
And how did you do that?
Basically, it shone really brightly as it possibly could.
I see.
Right over this table so everybody could see me.
Great. And are you ready to dance for us this evening?
Oh yes, definitely.
Dancing disco, the stars of Bethlehem.
name, star by nature.
Judges, you must be impressed with that.
Impressed? That was so groovy that I could hardly stop my hooves from moving. Disco to the max.
I'm completely with you, Donkey. It was fun. I'm completely with you, Donkey. Foot tapping, jive talking, fun.
And Caesar, dare we ask?
Disco fever, darlings! Give me some big hair and some glitter and I'm away. The swim, the funky chicken, you can hustle me at the bus stop at any time.
Well, that seems to have been a hit all round.
Could we have your scores, please?
10!
9.
Yay!
8.
When Mary and Joseph reached Bethlehem, they needed to find a place to stay.
Not an easy thing to do in a town packed with newly arrived visitors.
And if you need to find somewhere to stay, who do you call?
Please welcome the innkeepers!
So it was a pretty busy time for you, I understand.
Busy, that one the half of. The place was absolutely heaving.
There were people arriving from all over the country.
Rich and poor, some on horses and donkeys, but most I walked for miles.
Swept off our feet we were. It was great for business though.
Well, that all sounds very hectic, but I hope you're ready, because it's time for our final dance of the evening.
Dancing a tango. The innkeepers of Bethlehem.
We have the
too, but it's our judges who count. Let's find out what they thought.
Well, I have to declare an interest here, as my husband was one of the dancers. You're fabulous, honey.
I'm a big fan of tango, but I'm afraid that the only bit I really enjoyed was when it stopped.
I don't agree at all. The way you moved, you literally swept your partners around the floor. That was tango fandango.
Could we have your scores, please?
3.
10. 8.
But there was one special couple who had real trouble finding anywhere to stay, wasn't there? Can you tell us about that?
That's right. Mary and Joseph arrived quite late in the evening, and they'd already tried everywhere else. I didn't have room with either, but I felt sorry for them, so I said that if they didn't mind, they could stay here, right in my stable.
And that was just the start of a remarkable night, wasn't it?
Yeah, oh yes, it was as if my stable had become the biggest attraction in Bethlehem. The 3 wise men turned up asking to see the newborn king. They looked very fine and they brought gifts with them.
And you had even more visitors soon after that, didn't you?
Yes.
And soon after that, the shepherds turned up looking for the baby savior. We wondered what on earth was going on. So much fuss over a little baby.
But of course, that little baby is the real reason why we're all here tonight.
And as we all know, he is no ordinary baby, and the news of his birth is spreading fast.
His name is Jesus, and he is the Son of God.
And his story is still told today, thousands of years later, changing people's life, giving hope, love, and peace.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Let's celebrate the birth of the baby Jesus together with one more dance.
Get ready to